Are you struggling to set your pricing correctly on Bricklink? Then look no further, because in episode 4 of our Starting a Lego Reselling series, we're gonna deep dive in how I set my prices on Bricklink. If you're only diving in this series just now, be sure to watch the previous episodes as well by following the links in the description below or by following the links in the top right corner of your screen. As always, timestamps will be added to the timeline below for easy searching, so use them if you need them. Every Bricklink store or any kind of store, business or company has one reason for existence, and that is to make profit. The general rule to make profit is to earn more than what you are spending, or to sell your product or your service at a higher price than what you purchased it for. Of course, this is easier said than done, especially when you are just starting out. If you put your prices too high, you won't sell anything. If you put your prices too low, you won't make any profit. So it's important to set your prices in such a way that it will attract sales while still making a profit. On the Bricklink sellers market, there are two different ways to get a baseline for your prices. These are the current inventory average and the 6-month sale average. The current inventory average is an average price for parts or sets that are currently offered for sale. This way of pricing is usually not very popular because it is heavily influenced by stores that maintain very high prices for their stock, and of course these high prices drive up the average price. The 6-month sale average is a pricing method which is much more reliable to the current inventory average because this method uses the values of parts and sets that have actually sold. The values of 6-month average are lower compared to the current inventory because these numbers have not been polluted by high prices set by the stores. For most stores, the baseline for their pricing is the 6-month average. Let's face it, it can be difficult for new stores to get any sales, although the pricing is set to the 6-month average. When you're just starting out, your inventory is usually on the low side, with not much diversity compared to the other stores, so standing out will be challenging. What I did to overcome this is lowering my prices a bit below the 6-month average. Yes, this will cut into your profit margin, but it will increase your visibility on the market. The lower you set your prices, the more sales you will get, but the risk of selling with a loss will increase, so be aware. For existing stores, this is a different ballgame. Usually these stores have a much bigger and diverse inventory than a beginning store. This means that the buyer has a bigger chance to find all his parts within one store, which in turn comes with a smaller shipping cost because the buyer doesn't have to place orders at other stores to get everything he needs. The sellers of these stores are, of course, aware of this and therefore can sell at the 6-month average or even higher while still maintaining a steady stream of sales. So in short, the bigger your store becomes, the more flexibility you will have in your pricing. What I have noticed, and this is my own personal experience about this, is the closer that you get to 100,000 parts in your inventory, the more sales you will get and the more you can upscale your prices. A couple of months ago, my store was at 70,000 parts and I was running a 30% discount because I barely sold anything. I was not selling at a loss, but I didn't make much profit either. Now my store is close to 96,000 parts and I dialed back my discounts to 10%. I quickly found out that I am selling now much more than I did back then because my inventory is higher and more diverse with a better profit margin. Discounts can be a great way to drive sales and also an opportunity to liquidate unwanted colors in your store. Every Bricklink store that sells parts has colors in their inventory that are usually not selling well. Orange, shades of purple, pink, bright light yellow, all of these are some of the examples that tend to sell badly. So you could put up a discounted price for these colors to boost sales on them and make room for something else. Some stores even choose to set their discount so high that they are selling the parts at a loss just to move them out fast. After all, parts that are not moving is basically money sitting on shelves, and that way at least you can get some of the money back. Discounts are also popular during holidays or events. Think of Black Friday, Christmas, Easter. Especially when you have these themed sets, you might want to use that period to maximize on your sales. Tiered pricing is mostly used by very big stores. Stores that literally have thousands of the same parts can choose to sell at a different price depending on the quantity that you buy. So for example, let's take the yellow tile 1x1 item number 3070. So let's say if you buy less than 100, the price will be 9 cents per piece. If you buy between 100 and 500, the price will be 8 cents per piece. And if you buy 1,000 or more, you will be paying 7 cents per piece. So of course these numbers are just an example, but it really captures the essence of tiered pricing. For buyers, this is of course very appealing because they can save a decent amount of money when they are buying at stores that offer tiered pricing. In this last topic, I will show you on how to actually set your prices. So to set the baseline, I use a third-party software package called Brickstore. I already created a video about setting prices on Brickstore, which you can see by clicking on the link in the top right corner or by following the link in the description below. My advice is to set the baseline on Brickstore and then add any discounts or tiered pricing by using the My Inventory tab in your Bricklink store. So as an example, I will add a 5% discount. So first we open up our Bricklink store. Then we click on the store icon next to the search bar and go down and click on My Inventory. So we only want the orange parts, so by category I'm gonna choose by color. Then we scroll down until we're gonna find the color that we want, which is orange. We check the checkbox and be sure that you don't check any other box, because the changes that we're gonna do will affect those other parts as well. Now we scroll further down until we see Update My Store Inventory, and in the white box on the line Put Items on X% off sale, we will put in the desired number. In our case is 5. Then we scroll further down and we click on Submit Changes. As you can see, this inventory window gives you a lot of opportunities to manipulate your store and your prices. Just be aware that some actions you do can't be reversed, so deleting items and setting base prices are some of them. So make sure that you know what you're doing before using them. And that is the end of episode 4. If you found this video helpful in any way, then please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel because it always helps me out. And don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss episode 5, where we dive into another aspect of how to start a LEGO reselling business. Thanks all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.